Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody Brown from Sister Wives***, and Kody have shared a tumultuous and often confusing relationship over the course of their 33 years together. Despite the length of their marriage, it was a surprising and unsettling moment for Meri when Kody dropped her off at a bed and breakfast on what would have been their 33rd wedding anniversary. Even after so many years together, Meri found herself perplexed by Kody's behavior, leaving her confused and somewhat dumbfounded. As their marriage ended, it became clear that even after all this time, Kody and Meri still struggled to understand each other. Meri, who had already requested a release from her marriage before their anniversary, had spent over 3 decades with Kody, and yet it felt like they spoke different languages when it came to their relationship. Kody himself admitted that he never truly understood how to take things that Meri said, a realization that left them both in a state of confusion. In fact, the only person who seemed to be able to interpret their communication effectively was Robin Brown, Kody's 4th wife, who often played the role of a mediator in their conversations. The final goodbye between Kody and Meri was baffling for Meri. She had known Kody for most of her life, yet she found herself feeling as though she was being punked in some way. In a confessional, Kody remarked, "Meri's just on point today. She's just the wonderful woman that I would have liked to have been married to," a statement that seemed out of place given the history of their marriage. Despite their long-standing difficulties, they shared a few lighter moments during the packing process. Meri joked with Kody and Nathan Diltz, saying, "Hey, listen, we're like the best divorced couple ever." Kody, playing along, responded, "Yeah, she is the favorite divorced wife," a line that seemed to surprise Nathan, who had been through his own plural divorce. The humor, though, was soon replaced by an unexpected level of sentimentality when it came time to say goodbye. In front of Jen Sullivan and Nathan Diltz, Kody spoke with unusual emotional depth, confessing we had something special, and telling Meri that he was not bitter anymore and not angry. This was in stark contrast to the way he had behaved with his other wives, Christine and Janelle Brown, who had both left him. Kody expressed gratitude for the fact that they had managed to maintain a friendship after everything, calling Meri his favorite ex-wife and saying that he was glad they had figured things out. However, Kody's emotions took a more reflective turn as he acknowledged that it was still a weird and heartbreaking experience for him. "I love the life I have, but it's a very different life than what I had 3 years ago," he said, alluding to the significant changes in his family dynamics. He went on to explain that he had been so consumed by anger over Christine and Janelle's departures that he had never fully processed the grief of his separation from Meri. "I've just been angry," he admitted. Kody's more introspective tone during this conversation seemed almost out of character, leading Sim to wonder if he had sought therapy to help him deal with the emotional complexities of his situation. He told Meri that he had moved past the anger phase and even apologized for their troubled years together. "I'm sorry about the 7 years, but I'm glad we did it because now I can mourn a loss instead of being angry. Does that make sense?" Kody asked, as though he was trying to articulate a deep emotional truth that had eluded him for years. In an effort to bring some closure to their conversation, Kody even gave Meri his blessing to marry again. "If you marry again, I won't be weird," he promised, acknowledging that their conversation was, in fact, quite weird. Jen Sullivan, attempting to lighten the mood, asked Kody if he would be the flower girl at Meri's future wedding. Kody, with a chuckle, responded, "No, I get to walk her down the aisle." Despite the humor, Jen had already pointed out earlier how strange the entire situation was, especially considering the nuances of polygamy humor that often arise in such a context. The entire exchange between Kody and Meri left many observers stunned, as it was a departure from the usual contentious and dramatic moments fans were used to seeing from the Brown family. Instead, there was a level of emotional vulnerability and openness that had been absent for much of their relationship. However, the awkwardness and confusion between Kody and Meri served as a reminder of the complexity